there's a lot of entrepreneurs that watch this podcast. And what we'd like to do is talk about, I think I saw on your website, you're celebrating 21 years of MC Motocross, right? Or MC Motopark?
Yeah, so we bought the property in 2001. So we actually started building 20 years ago. First race, though, actual sanctioned racing, next year will be our 20 year.
Okay.
Of 20 years of racing.
So how big is the property where you have the amphitheater and the motocross?
So that the property sits on basically 50 acres. And we have massaged it and developed it pretty much to all 50 acres are being utilized at this point. Now during the week, it's great. It's a wildlife habitat. They get to go out there and eat green grass and hang out and jump around and do what wildlife does. But during the weekends, it's humanity gets to take over for a couple of days, and then the cycle returns. So it's good in that manner.
So how did you come up with the idea? Were you sitting around somewhere and said, I'm going to go out and buy that and build myself a motocross track?
Yeah, it wasn't just one giant thought, right? It was a collection of thoughts over a long period of time. The original thought was, hey, I race motocross. I'm an excavator. I have all the tools and the means and the methods to make and create anything that we want. So that was the original thought behind it. And then from there, as we established ourselves and as you've known, we're kind of worldly known, I guess, when it comes to motocross tracks. There's we've had the Kenyan Motocross Club. We've had 20 different countries, on-site riding and racing. And so from that standpoint, we've grown to something that's bigger than what I even thought we would be. And then we moved on to the next thing, which is the amphitheater.
Everybody who does anything on a big scale has naysayers. And a lot of that stuff happens in smaller towns where everybody talks. It's not just smaller towns. Everybody talks all the time. Did you have anybody saying, you can't do that? You're crazy.
Oh, every day. When we first started, there was a slew of people in trying to stop us. And there was also the people in the background that, the little chatters, oh, that's not going to work. That's not going to do well. Why would somebody do that? The thing that I would tell most people, if you're an entrepreneur and you think, first of all, make sure your idea is solid and make sure you think about it and it's not on a whim, but just go like this and just look forward. And whatever that is and all this stuff on the sides, just blow right through it and keep moving forward.